Hello Pregadians, in the last video we completed friend list and chat list fragment. If you have missed it, go and check it out first. But in this video we'll try and complete the rest of the application that is left. Let's see how far we go with it. So without wasting any time, welcome to Prego Coding Classes. This is Amber Roy. Let's get started. Okay, to start off everything, we need to create a menu first. So we'll hit the menu folder and right click, go to new menu resource file, and we'll name it as app bar menu. Name it as you want, hit OK, and underneath this let's say we need to create an item, and the item ID should be chat menu. The first one is edit profile, and let's give it a title of edit profile, and order in category should be 100. It should be at the top, and show as action should be never. We don't want to show it as action. And let's copy it and paste it down below. The ID of the second one should be find friends, and the title should be find friends, because we have created a separate fragment to search for friends. So this is the thing that will open the fragment. Now order in category should be 200, and then again down below let's paste it, and the ID would be, as you have not programmed a logout basically in the app, so they should log out the user's profile. Now the title will be logout, and the order in category should be 300. So 100, 200 and 300, just one below the other. Now our menu is created successfully. Okay, now to implement the menu in the chat main activity, let's open it. What we need to do is, right below we'll give a reference of implementation of the app bar menu. So underneath we'll write as just write it as on create options menu, and when you hit the tab, this thing is created automatically. Okay, now let's just delete this one and write as true, and underneath we'll write get menu inflator dot inflate, and we'll be inflating r dot menu dot app bar menu, and comma the menu variable. So this would create the menu on the right side. Now we need to work on with the menu options. So option item selected, and underneath we'll write int id equal to item dot get item id, and underneath we'll write if id equals r dot id dot app chat main chat menu edit profile, then what, or if id equals r dot, give two equal signs, id dot chat menu find friends, then what, and if id r dot id dot chat menu logout, then what. So these are the three clauses, and the first one should open an activity. So we have not created our edit profile activity. We need to create that, but we have created the find friends fragment. So we'll work on with the find friends fragment. But before doing or working with the find friends fragment, let's just code our logout part. So that's quite easy now. So firebase auth dot get instance dot sign out, right? And over here we'll give a toast message of logged out successfully, and when that's done we'll start the activity new intent of chat main activity dot this to main activity dot class, the part where we started the app. So let's finish this chat main activity, and underneath we'll return as true. So that's the logout part. And in the find friends part, we first need to create intent. And why I'm creating an intent is because that would actually make a difference in this application, actually make things easier. I'll tell you why. So let's create it first. Let's right click on this folder, hit new and activity, and let's create an empty activity over here, and we'll name it as search friends activity, and everything is okay. The source language is Java, so finish. So our activity has been synced. Now let's open the XML file of the search friend activity, and let's go to the coding part. And instead of this constraint layout, we'll use linear layout. Okay, let's just delete this part. And over here we'll have to give a orientation of vertical and padding of let's say 10 dp, and underneath we'll create a text view, match parent and wrap content, where the text would say search for friends, and the font family would be Advent Pro Bold. Let's keep it to that, and the size would be 22 sp. That's fine. And then let's create a frame layout of match parent and match parent. Okay, and then a margin top of 10 dp. So the ID of this friend layout would be search friend frame layout, and everything is okay. So let's get rid of this, and in here we need to start the activity new intent of chat main activity dot this to search friend activity dot class, and then after that let's return true. And in the search friend activity, what we need to do is we need to call this thing called friend. This one is the fragment, friend request fragment, So friend request fragment frag new friend request fragment, and fragment manager fman get support fragment manager. So now fman dot begin transaction dot replace r dot id dot search friend frame layout comma frag dot commit, and that should work perfectly. So we're done with this two stuff, and only one thing that is left is the edit profile. So before starting the edit profile, let's check out this thing, how it works, or did we make any mistakes or not. So let's just debug the whole application. Okay, so I have compiled and installed my application in the simulator. So let's just open it, this one, and the first chat screen opens perfectly. We don't have any chats right now, but when we hit the friend list part, it closes, it gives an error somewhere. So in the fragment friend list, let's check where the problem is. I think the problem is over here, because we are not checking if there are any data or not, and if you're not checking, it is trying to retrieve the data, but then again it is, if there is no data, it will throw an error and the app will crash. So if snapshot dot exists, then only we need to retrieve this friend list nodes or friend list data, else we don't need to do anything. Okay, so in the fragment chat main also we need to do the same. Let's see we have done it or not. Let's expand this. We have not done it, so we need to do the same over here also. Snapshot.exists, then only we need to do this, else we don't need to do this. Let's compile it again. Let's apply the changes. Okay, the file was giving another error because there's the same mistake over here also. This should be get reference and not get reference from URL. These are the small mistakes that we make, and then we have to use the logcat to see what are the mistakes. So over here it says invalid Firebase database URL, and when I hit the fragment friend list, it gives me this line where the error was. So let's compile it again. Okay, now when we hit the friend list, there are no errors and nothing is closing. And when we hit the friend list or find friends part, the thing opens, and if we search here Bob and find, okay, Bob Crosses is here. We need another emulator to be opened for us to chat, so I'll be back after opening it and getting it ready. Okay, so our app has fired up in our Google Nexus 5 emulator. Now let's create a new user. Open the profile pic and let's set one. Okay, the black one would be fine. The first name, let's give it Robert, and let's give it Carlos. Date of birth would be the default one. Email ID would be robert@gmail.com, and password would be, let's say, Robert1234, and let's hit register. Okay, all the updates are done. we're back to login. Let's give robert@gmail.com and robert1234. Hit login. So we are inside the login screen now, and let's find our friend over here. So hit the menu, find friends. Over here, let's write, let's first go to friend request, because over here we'll get the friend request. Robert, let's search for him. We have him over here, so add, request sent, and over here we have got the request. So let's hit accept, and it's added successfully. Okay, now let's go to friend list. So Robert is there. Over here I am here, so we both are in our individual screens. Now let's hit Robert. Let's start chatting. Let's see how it looks. Okay, now I don't see any text screens over here, but it should be there. Let's see what is wrong with it. So to fix the issue of this text view not showing and the send button not showing, is that you open the activity chat message XML, and this shouldn't be match parent and match parent, but in your layout file, but make sure these two are match parents, and underneath this just add a line of margin bottom of 50 dp, which would obviously show the text view and the button, image button. Now let's apply the changes. So as the changes have been applied, this text view is shown, but there's another error, that is if I write anything over here and send, nothing is shown, but the fact is this message is sent and is registered in the last message. So to fix this error, open the chat message activity, and over in the bottom, just below the send user method, check your references, because at the top the reference which is used, let's define reference for database for chat messages is chats, but underneath you're using chat message, which is wrong. So this would be the same as above, so this would be chats and chats. Okay, now when we apply the change over here, you'll see that if I write something, send, gets sent, right? And now we have to fix this issue of the right is not going to the extreme right. Okay, now to get rid of this problem, what you need to do is open the chat send chat card view and the chat message activity. So in the activity, under the change orientation right, over here write params dot gravity equals gravity dot end, this one, end should be in caps. So we are setting the gravity to set it at the right in the end, so right this side. And in the send chat card view, what you need to do is get rid of the elevation make this 0 dp rather, make this 0 dp, and let the radius be 0.5, let the margin be 4 dp, or you could make it 10, but 4 is fine. All right, and make this as match parent. It is wrap content, but make this as match parent, because if it isn't match parent, the gravity won't work and it won't go to the right. Okay, so only one difference would come, that is there would be a color difference. Let me show you. So if we apply the changes and open the app, you see there's a color difference. There are these bars which are visible. So this can be fixed through the app theme. If you give a custom theme, you could obviously set a color of background over here and then set the same color background to the app theme. That would normalize all the color differences. So this way this can be controlled. Now again, let's open another emulator and see for the final time it is working or not. Okay, now we have fired up our two emulators, and both have the application ready and running. So let's check the friend list fragment first. So both have the friend added to each other, and when we go back to chats, we have the last chat that is done. So what we can do is we can delete these two nodes of chats. Let's delete it, and last message, so that we can start afresh and see how this two works. So you see this is real time, so the node is gone, only the friend list would be visible. So let's open the chatting screen of both the apps, and let's write here the first message, hi. Let's send it, and as you see this is fast and real time, so it got sent and it got received on the other app. So let's say hello, send it, and they both exchanged messages then and there. Let's hit back, let's hit back, let's hit the chat screen, let's hit the chat screen. So the last message typed is hello. Now there is one more problem that I want to discuss, but that's not mandatory that you have to resolve that. That is our personal preferences. But the problem is, if you write a long message like A and then B and then C and then D, E, F, suppose the message is this much long. Now if you hit the send message, this gets shown over here, but the problem is when you hit the back button, the last message shows the whole message in this node. But what I want to do is, the last message should show the message up till these two lines. When it extends it to these two lines, this line would show triple dots, like to be continued, if we say this very simple words. So I want to achieve that, but let's not do it in this video. Let's do it in the other video. Up till here the app is working fine, the app is working flawless. The only thing that is left is this one that which I said, and the edit profile. Edit profile is like a child's play, so let's do it in the next video. Else the app is completely a-okay, up and running. Okay, so enough said and done. So we are done with this vlog, and I would love to see how many of you have made it so far with a perfectly working app. Please tell me in the comment box. I would love to read your comments. And again, to remind you all, prices have been slashed or reduced on Patreon. So don't forget to hit the Patreon link and become a patron as soon as possible, because prices may go up higher anytime. And also, if you have liked the video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And also do not forget to hit the bell icon. That's it. Thank you. See you all in the next video. Bye bye. If you have liked the video, hit the like button, then the subscribe button, and then the bell icon.